The Governor Alex Otti monthly media chat, which has become a pleasant ritual aimed at fostering interaction and to feel the direct pulse of Abians, both home and in diaspora, was an exciting conversation between His Excellency and reporters from different media houses. The governor reeled out his feats of his administration, verbally rendering accounts to the people who elected him. The number one citizen of Abia State clarified issues through questions directed at him by journalists on areas of housing, health, security, and the much anticipated visit of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to commission the finished Port Harcourt Road, Onhanku Road, and other projects in the state.
Haven't made a lot of progress in terms of setting up the agro-industrial processing zone. In fact, it's part of the reason why I heard the meeting that I heard just before coming here. I had indicated that I had heard the meeting. So all those will start as quickly as possible. I need to be sure that I'm convinced with strategy first. What do you want to do? How are you going to do it? If I'm not convinced, I won't put my pen to paper. And that's why we're going back and forth. But you can take it to the bank that it will be done. Hey, Menike, your question is about house agents and agency fees. It's a tricky one. Of course, the government can bring and weld his big stick. But a lot of times, what you create is a black market when you weld the big stick. You know, the market is a demand and supply market. So when you see agents asking for more money, it's because people are willing to pay. But through moral suasion, we are going to deal with this. This is not the first time I'm getting this complaint. So we'll have to try and activate what is called moral suasion. I don't believe in so much control because when you insist and want to enforce it, that is where the black market gets created. But I think what is more fundamental is to attack the problem from its roots. There is paucity of houses, and this is why this is happening. And following the recent action of the government to actually now excise housing out of the Ministry of Lands and Housing, I believe that we'll be able to get into that market and break the oligopoly and make houses available so that people do not need to queue and do not need to pay more than what they are supposed to pay. But it's a good point you raised, and I've noted it. If you're coming, your question is about the posting of the newly recruited teachers. I'll tell you that I'm very surprised at some of the claims you made. I will say I'm surprised. I do not have the data or the information to say it's not true. But anybody asking somebody to show face and disappear must be a joker, because you know that that cannot work under this government. We do have a task force that we have set up. That task force goes round, but it's still early days, because the teachers just recruited, started work about 2-3 days ago on the 22nd. I'm sure that if there is any sort of thing, they will pick it up, and anyone who is culpable will be dealt with. But again, I've taken your point. I've had a few people write me, including this evening. I saw a letter from one of the teachers saying that he was posted to where he didn't want to be. And I said this letter should not come to me, because I already gave the instructions. Those who are concerned, please take note. SSG, please, can you investigate this matter? We have publicly said it, that nobody should be posted to where they do not want to go. So if anyone is saying posting is over, the person must be joking. It can never be over until we've got it right. That would be my response. Thank you.
You ask any question that you want to ask, and we'll try to respond where we don't have the answer. We are also not too proud not to say we don't know, but we can know everything. And so I want to thank you for being part of this. And I want to thank you for also bringing the activities of government to public awareness. We cannot take your role for granted. Even when you don't agree with us, we must not always agree. But then let's put it out there, and then let the people be the judge. For us, we are not afraid of being taken off, particularly if the intention is genuine and the belief. Where we have the problem is when people come with a list with interests, and then come to make arguments that are true and present data that are false. That's where we fight. But then if you disagree with us, and then you have a right to disagree, we don't have a problem with that. So I want to use this opportunity to thank their people, wherever they are, those both home and abroad, for supporting this government. Can't take that for granted. We received massive support from our people. And I want to assure you that insofar as I remain on the driver's seat here, this is your government, and this government will work for you. The government will not work for any parochial interest. It's interest of our people first and foremost. So you can go home and sleep easy, knowing fully well that you have a responsible government, and a government that will always put your interests first. So having said that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you for joining this chance this evening, and wish you a good night's sleep. God bless.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Alex Otti.